As the sun fades, a twilight army moves out in serried ranks from its retreats, silent and wary. It fills the corridors, entrance halls, and poorly lit stairways of buildings. From beneath wardrobes and tables, it creeps out into the middle of the room and assails the curtains. Through cellar air vents and window panes, it moves out into the streets, storms in dead silence the walls and roofs, and lurking on the rooftops, patiently waits for the rosy clouds to fade in the west. Another moment, and there will suddenly erupt a huge explosion of darkness, reaching from earth to heaven. Animals will hide in their lairs, people will run home. Life, like a plant without water, will contract and start to wither. Colours and shapes will dissolve into nothingness. Fear, errancy, and crime will take their sway over the world. At that moment, on the near-empty streets of Warsaw, there appears the curious figure of a man with a small flame over his head. He dashes down the sidewalk as if chased by the dark, stops a moment at each lamppost, kindles a cheery light, then vanishes like a shade. And so every day of the year. Whether in the fields spring breathes a fragrance of blossoms or a July storm rages, whether in the streets wild autumn winds hurl clouds of dust, or winter snows billow through the air, always, as soon as evening comes, he runs down the city sidewalks with his little flame, kindles light, then disappears like a shade. Where do you come from, O man, and where do you keep yourself, that we know not your features, nor hear your voice? Have you a wife or mother who awaits your return? Or children who set your torch in the corner and climb to your lap and embrace your neck? Have you friends whom you tell your joys and sorrows, or acquaintances with whom you can talk of the day's events? Have you indeed a home where you may be found, a name by which you may be called, needs and feelings that make you a man like us? Or are you, in fact, a formless, silent, intangible being that appears only at twilight, kindles light, then disappears like a shade? I was told that he was actually a man, and I was even given his address. I went to the tenement and asked the porter, "Does the man who lights the street lamps live here?" "Yes, he does." "Where exactly?" "In that little room." The little room was locked. I looked in at the window, but I saw only a couch next to the wall, and beside it, on a tall staff, a torch. The lamplighter wasn't in. "Tell me at least what he looks like." "Who knows?" shrugged the porter. "I don't rightly know him," he added, "because he's never in by day." Half a year later, I went there again. "Is the lamplighter in today?" "Oh, no," said the porter. "He isn't, and he's not going to be. Yesterday they buried him. He died." The porter mused. After asking about a few details, I rode to the cemetery. "Gravedigger, show me where the lamplighter was buried yesterday." "Lamplighter?" he said. "Who knows? There were 30 passengers came in yesterday." "He was buried in the paupers section." "There were 25 of those." "He lay in an unpainted coffin." "They brought in 16 like that." So I never did set eyes on his face, or get to know his name, or even see his grave. And he remained in death what he had been in life, a being visible only at twilight, silent and intangible as a shade. Amid the murk of life, where hapless mankind gropes its way along, where some persons smash into obstacles and others fall into a chasm, and where no one knows a sure path, where superstition beset man is prey to ill fortune, misery, and hatred, still in those dark, trackless places in life, lamplighters bustle. Each carries a little flame over his head. Each kindles light along his path, lives unknown, labours inestimably, then vanishes like a shade.
Fading Voices by Boleslaw Prus, in a translation by Christopher Kasparak. Having returned whole from the 5th military campaign of his life, the colonel, at the end of 1871...